So welcome back for another video. You join me as the customers just jumped on board at Briarwood Street, just opposite the Tower of London. We're off to Paddington Station. It's a nice, pretty good job, get us started for our first one of the day. So from Briarwood Street, go forward Lower Thames Street, forward Upper Thames Street past Southwark Bridge, we'll then use Blackfriars Underpass to go forward Victoria Embankment. From here we're going to follow the string pretty much. We get a right onto Northumberland Avenue. We'll comply King Charles I Island, leave by Cockspur Street and then go forward Pall Mall. We'll comply Pall Mall Circus, leave by St James's Street. Now my first option was from St James's Street to get a left Piccadilly, right Half Moon Street, but the traffic's absolutely horrendous, so we peel off and use a left Bennett Street, right Arlington Street past the Ritz, and then we'll go forward Dover Street. From here it's a left Hay Hill, right Berkeley Street. We'll comply Berkeley Square, leaving by Davis Street. We'll go left Mount Street, right Carlos Place, and then due to the current closure of Upper Grosvenor Street, we'll get a left on to Adams Row. From Adams Row we'll go forward Reeves Mews, right Park Street, and then a left onto Upper Grosvenor Street. We'll then go Grosvenor Gate, right Park Lane, left and right Cumberland Gate, left Bayswater Road. Then we'll do the Hyde Park Shuffle. Be a right Hyde Park Street, left Hyde Park Crescent, Southwick Street, left Sussex Gardens, right Norfolk Place, left Prayard Street, and then we'll set to Paddington Station just by the temporary traffic lights there. Paddington station's on our right, and the customers can just cross the road and then off they go. So we just set our customers down here as we get stuck at the red temporary traffic lights. Bit of traffic behind. If we pull into the left to let them out, no one's going to let us get through. We'll be stuck at another light. After dropping them off, we have a look at Paddington station. As we come down the ramp here, this is what's known as double barrel. 2 lines of cabs completely banged out and no one's leaving. We're not hanging around, we just get a U-turn, get ourselves back out. It's not until we get onto Edgware Road that we get a hand go up on our near side. Customer jumps in and they want the Flat Iron Restaurant on Beak Street. Now for this one we just keep it super simple. There's no traffic out there. We just stick with the oranges and lemons. From Edgware Road we get left Marble Arch, forward Oxford Street. When we get to Oxford Circus, we'll do the right onto Regent Street, left Glasshouse Street, forward Brewer Street. Then we'll go left Lower John Street, forward Golden Square, forward Upper John Street, left Beak Street, and then set a customer down on the right hand side. So after setting our customer down, we leave our light off as a hand's gone up on the near side. There is a cab behind us with the orange light on, the next job's theirs. And as we leave in Beak Street, a hand goes up again just afterwards on our left hand side. We decide to do a left, put our light on, get the customer on board. Now once they're on board they tell us they want to go to the Peninsula Hotel, Grosvenor Crescent. We've been here a few times in past videos. Unfortunately where we are on Regent Street you can't do a U-turn, the central reservation is too big. It's not until you get to the junction of Glasshouse Street where you can technically do a legal U-turn. You're quite far down Regent Street. You start going back north, customers will think you're taking them for a ride. Instead, we just stick with Regent Street. We'll go forward into Piccadilly Circus, lead by Haymarket. We'll do the right onto Charles II Street, which we always like to do. This means we can either gauge whether it's worth coming back up North Regent Street, St James's, or we'll get the left Waterloo Place. So this time we decide from Charles II Street we're going to do a right Regent Street, St James's. It's looking pretty clear. Now we take our first option, which is the left onto Jermyn Street. We'll go past the Tramp Club, cross over of Duke of York Square and Duke Street, St James's at the same time. And from Jermyn Street, traffic's looking horrendous trying to get the left out of St James's Street onto Piccadilly. So we cross St James's Street going forward onto Bennett Street, right Arlington Street, and then we get the left onto Piccadilly. Now it does take us a light or two to get through here. There is a box junction, there is a camera there. If you're unaware, you cannot enter a box junction unless your exit is clear. You can enter and stop in a box junction if you want to turn right and your exit is clear but you're being stopped from turning right by oncoming traffic. Any other instance, you will get a ticket. Here, Westminster Council will give you a ticket. For a little while we do consider going forward Dover Street, get a Hay Hill and maybe come out of Bolton Street. But at the weekend, Bolton Street was closed for work, so we're not sure if that's open yet. Either way, a traffic light or two later, we managed to get through and we're off on Piccadilly. From Piccadilly, we're bare left Duke of Wellington Place, right Grosvenor Place, left Grosvenor Crescent, and then we're left into the hotel forecourt to set the Peninsula Hotel down. And as we've seen, it's not that busy out there. We leave the Peninsula Hotel and get left onto Grosvenor Crescent. We get a ping on an app from nearby Upper Belgrave Street. We take it. It's one of those weeks where if something comes through, you're going to take it. You don't pay the bills when you're empty. Customer jumps on board and they want Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are playing Man United tonight, so we're going to take them down there. From Upper Belgrave Street, we'll go forward and right Eaton Square, forward Eaton Gate for Cliveden Place. We'll comply Sloane Square, leave by Kings Road. Now when we get to the junction of Gunter Grove, we do consider getting a right there. Fulham Road is closed at that junction, at the top or the next junction on Gunter Grove, so we swerved that. We cross over, Hortensia Road shut as well. Instead we do our third option now. Have dropped here a few times. From Kings Road, we get the right onto Holmead Road. As you get the left onto Moore Park Road, you set a customer down there by the Butcher's Hook pub. They can just cross Fulham Road and they're in the Grand. Now after dropping Chelsea Football Club, we drive for absolutely ages. We have no luck. Sloane Square's cabbed out, Duke of York Square's cabbed out, nothing. We find ourselves on Pimlico Road and we get a ping from nearby Ebury Street. We take it. It's only going back up to the Peninsula Hotel where we was 2 jobs ago. We've got another bum in the seat though. One of those days you just got to take whatever you can get. So from Ebury Street, we get a left onto Eccleston Street, forward Eaton Square, for Belgrave Place. We'll comply Belgrave Square, leave by Grosvenor Crescent, and then a right into the Peninsula Hotel forecourt to set our customer down. So after dropping the Peninsula Hotel, we come up Park Lane and get a right Stanhope Gate. We're going to have a look through Mayfair. A hand goes up between the Dorchester Hotel and the EL&N Cafe on Park Lane. Customer jumps in and they want Commercial Street. That's enough for the day. It's far enough east. We're going to go home after this one. Once customers on board, we get a right onto Tilney Street, right South Audley Street and a right Curzon Street. Now if you look at the string on the map, you're probably going to use Shaftesbury Avenue or maybe even Trafalgar Square. But for this time or not, we just keep with the very fast, easy roads. So from Curzon Street, we'll get a right there, left Park Lane, left High Park Corner, and then we'll bear right Duke of Wellington Place. We'll left Constitution Hill. Now when we get to Queen's Gardens, we've got 2 options. We can either use the Mall, Admiralty Arch and Northumberland Avenue. That can be really, really slow. Lately I found it to be far much quicker just to go right Spur Road, left Birdcage Walk, 4 Great George Street, 4 Parliament Square. You'll then get left onto Victoria Embankment and you'll sit in hardly any traffic at all. From Victoria Embankment, when we get to Blackfriars Underpass, we'll peel off, turning left Queen Victoria Street. We'll then do the right Cannon Street, forward Swire Junction, forward East Cheap. Left Philpot Lane, passing the Sky Garden on our right hand side, and then a right onto Fenchurch Street. Be a forward Aldgate High Street, and then a left Commercial Street. We'll set a customer down at the north end of Commercial Street. Now for this particular job, my phone decided to die. The constant recording, the overheating is causing it a bit of a nightmare with the little map going. But either way, we'll get it working for the next one hopefully. At the end of this trip, I will have a map drawn to show you the exact route I've drove. I may even include something like this in future videos. If you have got this far, just want to say thank you very much for watching. It's really appreciated. If you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to see more of this type of content, please consider doing so. Again, thank you very much for watching. It's really appreciated. Thank you. Be lucky.